This thing working? Oh, cool. It's kind of not. Why is my arm tracking like that? Is this in the way? It's all wonky and shit. Oh, nope. Fuck. Now the camera's not tracking. Anyway, should we leave this somewhere for the upcoming Valentine's Day spirit? It's a sticker, by the way. All right. Is our arm gonna stop phantom jerking? Let's find out. No. Why is it? Why is it doing this? Also, um, so I changed the audio source to this. I tried to mess with it last night. I couldn't get it to work any differently because it had already gotten working. And I left this as the source overnight and then like turned my PC back on and it seems fine. So I don't know. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe it has to be it's one of those has to be on boots to be the main deal. I'm not really sure. God damn it, it's doing the thing again. Why? Oh, why? Uh-oh. There you go. Do you not want to track my arm properly? What do I do? Do I re... Do I try and redo my... Is it the pocket? Hold on. Oh my god. I think it's the pocket. It's reading like the pocket as a fucking arm. I think that's what's going on here. Anyway, let's go find something. Right away I see like these eyes. I kind of want to give those a shot. Make sure this shit's working over here. That's working. That's good. Okay. Um, yeah, I kind of want to give the eyes a shot, just like as a little practice, because I'm kind of feeling like we've hit a wall in a way. Like I just I don't feel like I'm improved. What? Shit. Why is this like this? Hello? What's going on with this? Why is it so dark? Alright, there's a simple solution to these usually. Hopefully that's it. Otherwise, we're gonna have to start learning. What? What? Alright. So let's just do some quick eye exercise. I don't know, I feel like I need to do more of these. You know, I'm gonna draw them central and then move them away after. What if I zoom in a little? Oh, zoom in. Will that help? Like we draw it kind of larger. So let's go like and kind of like that maybe. So that's a bit more than I'd like. But we're kind of getting there. It doesn't really look like what we're supposed to be doing here. Right. How do people like get these looks? It's incredible. That's like the worst thing we've done so far. How do you draw? How does one draw? Does anyone know? Okay. What? Okay. We have no excuses because this is not in color either. So we need to find a way to match their depth, which I just can't. Seriously, how did they do it? What if we zoom in? Does that answer any questions? Not really. What the fuck? How did they do it? Okay. So they have like a darker part here. This is really hard to look at. For someone who's new to this shit, I mean. What size is this? Does it say 1601 by 1879? So it's a lot larger, but like not a lot, you know? You know what? This looks like shit. How did they do it? Okay. Nope. So retry it. I think I've got to start like really watching like tutorials on how to do stuff so that maybe we can actually learn. Okay. it's interesting because like some of this looks like it's like a pen stroke. Some of it kind of looks like it's maybe they just did like a dot of like a color. Like how, I mean, I guess I have to start learning other pens. I knew I would, but I was hoping to put that off a little bit. Because like I don't really even know what I'm looking at here. I guess we'll just like take some gray for now to keep it un unblack and white, if you will. Keep it very sketch-like. It's a little too dark there, but whatever. God, theirs looks so clean. And then there's mine. This is Sleek J3's eyes on Twitter, by the way. Maybe I'm doing it backwards, though. Maybe I should have started as like a blob and then drawn dark over that. I mean, surely the look can't simply be... Nope, fuck. This can't simply be from... Dude, what? You know what? We're gonna decrease the pen size. From like a different pen. Can it? So what if I zoom out? Yeah, that just looks like I've drawn darker lines over like light, and you know, it doesn't have the same effect. How'd they do it? Really gonna have to watch the tutorials, I guess. Once again, I knew this was something that would probably come up sooner or later. I just have been putting it off because I felt like I wanted to try and learn as much as I could before that. Okay. So for this, what I'm gonna want to do, apparently, it's too much. Let's shrink this down as well. Okay. And then they actually just seem to have white in some of these spots. Okay. Make sure that's that. Let's maybe increase the pen size just a bit so it looks a little less pixely. Let's switch to black. That's way too thick. I'm thinking what I might do for these is maybe set like like a color switch and pen tip sizes? Nope, that's too small. Oh, that's bad. Okay. God damn it. Why does my phone keep chit? Yeah, look. How did I know? Wait, what is this? Somebody bought this? I really should have double checked the price on this because this might this might lose me some money. Well, shit. I didn't even know I had one of these. It's I think it's is it the Casino Royale? The Casio Royale? Okay. All right, I think we're on to something here. It's getting me a bit out of my comfort zone. I'm just gonna put that over there. Let's start a different one. Let's just work on something else for a second. So they have stages here. I thought they were just different types of eyes, but you know, maybe what I should do is start here and move up because there's different levels of detail in them. So, somebody's response was, "I loathe this so much they forgot the V." All right, so let's start. Let's start like that, shall we? Let's zoom the fuck in. Oh, my bad. I mean, all they did was put eyes, so I didn't really think that it was anything other than, well, eyes. But looking at it, it might be a progression of their work. So let's start at the bottom where we are. Dude, I feel like this is worse. I think it's partly because I'm at like, hold on. I think for this we might want to start out here. What do we think? You know what? How do people do it? I feel like I'm getting worse every time I do it. What if we add a little bit of this? A little bit of smoothing. Does that help us at all? I don't understand what the fuck is going on here. It's like I can see it. I can do the motion that seems right with my hand, but I just can't do the motion right, you know? This feels wrong because that looks to me like it's like one solid stroke. I don't understand how they do that though. It could just be the like pen settings. So what if I do just like one? Nope, it's too big. Just like and then Oh, that's right. I have to change that too. Some people are just talented, and I'm not some people, so. Am I gonna spend an hour and a half trying to draw a fucking eye? If I zoom in and do it. Oh god, not 1,000%. That's stop. Jesus Christ. Well, 200% this. No, is it doing the thing? Okay, there we go. You know what? Why is this so difficult? Okay. Send it. And then send it. That's too thin, too small. But our send its, I feel like, are the cleanest lines. So what if we simply okay. You know? Okay. Okay. There we go. I was gonna say, I always like chicken out on these. I bet there's a better way to do this, but I don't fucking know it, so. So now we want to do a gray layer for now. So that's, you know. Kind of combining techniques here, but it's gonna have to do. All right. We're gonna add a little bit of white, like right there. And what do we think? My placement's not great. No. Let's do it like that. Shrink the size. Okay. So let's zoom out. Fuck. All right. You know what? Before we forget, I don't know who bro is, but we're following bro now. I've been trying to do this with everyone whose art I steal. Um, I'm like the human equivalent of AI. I take your work and I do it worse to learn from. Oh shit. Fucking full size yourself, you stupid bastard. Okay. I think my problem is, all right, I zoom out, like I zoom all the way out, that looks kind of good. As I zoom in, it like looks worse and worse. At like 100%, it does look pretty decent. Like it doesn't look as good as even that guy's worst, but you can tell I was doing something. But the closer you zoom in, the worse it looks. And so the harder I feel like it is to get something going. Cause like I'm just so dissatisfied with it. I don't feel like it looks acceptable. Right? I don't want to present this as like my best work, even though it probably is. But it's frustrating. All right, so here's the deal. Honestly, I think the best way to do this would be to just copy, paste, flip, and like curve it and then maybe change the eye a little bit. Because I kind of think that might be what they did. It looks a little different down here, but it also looks like they erased and then did it. And the eye looks honestly kind of the same, except just slightly angular, but that also could just be their consistency. Just something I don't have. Okay. We're just gonna go with what we've got so far. I know they're not the right size. We can shrink this, so that's okay. Maybe that's what I should do. I should draw it as big as possible. Oh, you know what? I didn't do the fucking eyebrow over here. What do you, what? What is this? This is like a fucking potato wedge. This is a skin-on potato wedge. Jesus, that looks like ass. Okay, they got like shading here where I think they just, I'm pretty sure what they did is they took like a larger pen size and just went like, zoop, you know what I mean, over it. I think that's what they did. I also have no fucking clue. Okay. Okay. And we'll hit him with it. Then we'll Hit him with it. Okay. What does this mean? I don't know. I think that's a big part of what I gotta do. I gotta learn different brush styles and like sizes for the situation. I've been seeing a lot of like, here's my 3 month, 6 month progress things on arts. I guess those are trending lately. It's crazy how good some people apparently get. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know how they're doing it. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute now. I'm on to something. No, I'm on to something. Let me cook. Let me cook. Fuck. I should have just let it be. Where is it? No, what? There we go. This is gonna have to do. No, fuck. Damn it. I don't know how to draw a penguin. That looked like a penguin to me, so I was like, fuck it. We're drawing a penguin. This is the guy. That's him. Control C, Control V. You're just gonna go ahead and put bro over there in the corner. Just let him hang out. All right. Uh, so first off, let's go back. I think we're gonna need to redraw that again. Let's. No, fuck. Oh no. Shrink that. Get rid of all of that. Select, deselect. All right, none of that ever happened. We're good. We're good. Mm-hmm. Okay. I got on Arc last night after we finished the Borderlands stream, which, Jesus Christ, like, fucking 3 hours for the seer. No gun. Yeah, I kept restarting. But man, that was something. Like I should have just gone. I should have just honestly mayhem 10 grenade farmed and then got rid of the grenade after. I do think it was definitely doable at 5 if I just got a corrosive grenade. But I kept like trying to avoid grenade farming because it does feel on the cheap side to do that. Um, I should have done gray first. Sorry. But it was fucking. I was an idiot for even doing that. Is basically a fucking mini raid boss. Anyway, um, I got on Arc. I set the Rexes to breed just so we could have them. I'm thinking they might be good for the defenses, which I need for that one thing. Um, but I think they'd be good for the defenses because they'll be able to body block as well as do like substantial damage still without knocking enemies around. So we should be able to just like pin down a Bronto or whatever the fuck the Revenant Rex, and that should make it easier for us. Okay. God, his lines are so fucking clean, dude. Ugh. Mine are not. I think that's probably a matter of doing this fine, fine detail work. What? Oh god. Now that's too clean. So theirs actually comes in quite a bit more at like more of an angle too. Shoot. Okay. Eh, all right. Not too bad. Yeah, I think maybe what I'll do is I'll learn these and I'll set it up so that it's like 25, 10, and like 1 or something. Or maybe even like maybe 50, 25, 10, uh 5 and then 1. I might do. Are you learning, son? I don't think so. It doesn't feel like we're learning. We're trying to learn, but yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. It's not going good. Turns out, I don't know. Am I on gray? No, I'm just not pressing hard enough. Classic. All right. How did they do it? I honestly don't think that was that bad of a brow, but I wanted to touch like there's like the pros, like the pros and the cons. All right. No. No. Okay. We'll just fill it in. We'll just fill it in. I guess you could say we're learning. Every mistake we make is us learning how to make that mistake repeatedly. It's unfortunate. But at least we're learning. I got to get better at filling things in. Okay, let's do the gray strat to try and match whatever the fuck they were doing. I mean, it works. I don't know why they did it, but it works. And I got to do it too, you know? I don't know what they were doing. I don't know what I'm doing though. So if you don't know what you're doing, but somebody else seems like they know what they're doing, maybe you ought to do it. Or maybe you shouldn't, really. Let's face it. All right, let's zoom out. All right, that looks fucking terrible. Shit. Give me my fucking pen back. No. God damn, man. Oh, brother. All right, let's zoom in. I haven't the slightest idea what I'm doing. All right, so let's de-thicken this to start. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, that looks stupid. But we're gonna stay with it. What is this? Ah, interesting. But what does it mean? Okay. If I can clean this up a bit, maybe that'll help. You know, I've been doing like mostly hour and or maybe 2 hour long sketches. Um, maybe that's the problem though. Like maybe since I've just been doing the sketches, this like more, I don't want to call it a perfected look, but this more in-depth look kind of doesn't get to come out. Anyway, we were talking about arc. So we I got on, I bred the Rexes, I left them breeding. Hopefully we have a handful of eggs. I raised the Spinos off stream and the Megs. Well, actually the Megs already got it was Elder Claws, two 115 Elder Claws I found. I found that the Spinos were really good for the cave run just because they're so fast. Um, I can blast through most of it. Anyway, I'm gonna try and get they're not perfect Spinos. Most of them either don't have the health or the melee, which isn't great, but I just figured they'd be good for like probably a speed attack in. So I'm trying to get them to 20,000 HP. Usually I would probably settle for like 10, 15 and just point dump melee to kill. But if I can get them in there faster for like just a lot of damage, I think that might be a really good play. Because it's just so much faster than the Ocedon unless you're rolling. But they might be good for attacks. I don't know that they'll be good for defense just because, yeah, they can body block, but I actually think Dire Bears are going to be our play. I just keep getting saddles. We have so many Dire Bear saddles, and I think we need something small to go along with the big body blockers because sometimes things get by the body block guys. The problem is, I think dire bears will do the same thing as the bisons and juggle people. So that could be a problem. I actually can't believe I'm gonna say this, but after a little bit of editing, it looks a lot better. Like those are actually kind of decent, right? Like just don't zoom in. Just don't. Those are actually kind of decent, right? Seriously though, I do like these. Okay. I wouldn't say I've perfected them by any means. Like that dude's lines are just so much cleaner. Should I I'm gonna save the image. Well, that was concerning. We're gonna open that. Let's zoom in. Yeah, look at how much cleaner that is. It's a little blurry. Uh-oh. But like all of the line edges are just super clean. So it looks like they have a very heavy like stroke fade in and out. It feels like it goes like light to like dark very quickly, and it lets them get that like calligraphy look. It also looks like it thins out as well. The problem I have with that is, first off, I don't really know how to set it up. But second, I don't really want to press that hard. I don't think I've got the skill or the confidence to pull that off right now. I need to grayify this. It's a little too dark, but whatever. We're gonna back out. I think we did all right. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out like how they did it by just looking. You know, I don't really feel like I feel like this isn't a progression. I think this is just a stylized thing, right? Like, okay, there's a little more detail up top just because they spent more time putting detail, it feels like. But like these eye lines feel cleaner than these. This feels like messy and whatnot compared to how clean this looks. This feels like the sketch phase of maybe that one. No, this one somehow. This just feels like a more detailed version of that. I don't know. But that's also because I don't know what I'm doing. So there's that. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take these. We're going to roll them up. We're just going to go ahead and move them right up there. And we're going to try, almost certainly quite unsuccessfully, but we're going to try to do the next step up. Man. I'm trying to look at how to approach this. It's interesting because these like eyelashes and eyebrows look closer to mine, which is an obviously lower skill level than the ones before. The ones before look like solid and clean. You know, I wonder. No, I was gonna say I wonder if what they did was just like use shape tool and made it black first and then whited out what they wanted. And that idea works for some of it, but I don't know how they would do the rest. So I do think maybe they did use shape tool though, because this one looks now more hand drawn. Like there's a lot more artifacts. Okay, so let's try again. All right. I don't know why that arm is feeling sore. It's not. It was just I don't know. I want to hold the tablet, so I kind of like have to stop myself. I basically want to like pick it up and just like put it next to my face. I want to like tilt it and do all this shit. But even if I weren't trying to stream my hand position here, I couldn't with this. So maybe I should put it on the tab stand. I haven't even really fucking used this thing since I got it. But then you guys wouldn't be able to see it. So, because it would be like, here's this, it would be out that way, like towards me. Okay, so, fuck it. So they left that open, which is fine. What am I doing? What am I doing? Wait, don't tell me I just erased everything else. Okay. You know what? Before I forget, oh, we already changed it. Okay, good. Okay, just put that at 10 for now. Uh, no, 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 no. Definitely not. What if I do that? Well, maybe. Extend it down. Kind of go down a little bit here and like that. Okay. And then, no. No. Maybe. Okay. And then, yeah. Maybe. Huh? Okay. Okay, so let's zoom in a little more. We got the basic down. So let's try and get this going, shall we? Okay. All right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm, no. What? I don't know what I just pressed. There we go. There we go. And then we'll go out here. No. Yes. Maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat the question? I don't know what the fuck my neighbors do, but sometimes at like 3 a.m. they'll just like start doing something. Like in their garage, I guess. I genuinely don't know what they're up to. It's so strange. I thought they ran like a fucking daycare at one point because they had like so many kids there, but I don't think they do. Strange people, really. They probably think that about me. Okay. All right. Let me do that a little thinner. Nope. I'm like really bad at doing the like start at a curve thing. You know what I mean? Should really do this on a different layer, I think. Oh no, fuck. Like this part here is what I'm really bad at. It's not long enough. Not enough dick, dude. Come on. Shit's not long enough. Hmm. Okay. Nope. Looks strange to me, but that's because I didn't do it the right size. So now we'll try and gray a bunch of this in. Okay. You know, I almost think that this is a better strat. I know it doesn't look as consistent, but it does it faster right now. Okay. So then they kind of did like a, let's draw a thicker version here. No, it's like that. Okay. And then for some reason they did it like heavier up here that I don't really understand. I guess they're going for some like shading. And then let's switch to white, but we'll do it very light around here. And then as we get lower to here, let's start doing that. I'm gonna just lighten this a little bit. I feel like it's too dark. Okay. And then I feel like the eye trim isn't dark enough. So if we can come back in, re-go over that, same with that. A little bit of something, something. So then we'll come back in and we'll do that. Then we'll do that. I don't like what I did, but I don't know how else to do it, so. Okay, so they did like this, I guess, to be like some sort of brow? I don't know. If I knew, I wouldn't be looking at their stuff to learn, would I? I would already know. Okay. Do, do, do. Okay. So let's zoom out and take a little look. Okay, that looks fucking stupid. Damn it. Okay. Alright, first off, it really fucked with my scaling, being that zoomed in. And I already have trouble with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and bada boom. No. Okay. Let's go ahead and move that. Something like that, maybe. Maybe just elongate that boy. Here comes that boy. Bum. Okay. Tools. Deselect. There we go. Okay. It doesn't look terrible, I guess. I feel like the other one looks better. Probably because I did it at a better size as well, but man, that I fucked that up, didn't I? Shoot. Well, just try and do the other eye. That's all we can do. All right. Black. Send it, bud. Send it. Send it. Send it. Send it. Send it, bud. Okay. All right. Bud's been sent. Bud's been, Bud's been sent. All right. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sure. Whatever. Okay. All right. That doesn't look half bad. Okay, that does. All right. Okay. Uh-huh. Sure. Sometimes just adding a random line adds a lot. I don't know what that is, but like, sometimes it do. Just not when I do it. Buck. Okay. Do 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 do. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I really don't like that. That's worse. That's worse. That's worse. That's kind of worse. Uh, no. Think we have our eye. Okay. Filling in as much as we can. All right. Let's then start doing that. This is, I'm just now realizing, like, this is kind of our real first shading project, if you can call it that. You know, up until now, I've done like a couple where the hair is kind of just a bunch of lines and it feels like shading. But yeah, we really haven't done any major shading. Okay. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna go ahead and lighten this up a little bit. It's a little darker than I'd like. Okay. So now we get to shrink this. And we'll switch. Did I not switch to black? Uh, it looks terrible up close, but far away it actually doesn't look so bad. Okay. I'm gonna deviate a bit here. So if we kind of add like a nose maybe, can we get like the perspective we want? You know? No. I don't know how to draw a mouth still. Turns out. I mean, with the nose, it does kind of help. But like, I feel like that's not too bad. Like, this maybe needs to be a little smaller. In fact, can I just do that now? Like, what if I just, you know, like just close that in a little bit. And then, okay. Did we cook? It's definitely not as good as the originals here, but I think we're getting somewhere. Okay. You know what? I need to find one of these with mouths. Wait, this kind of has a couple mouths. Hold on. Should we just try and add one of these mouths to it? Like, let's just see what happens. Really good shit by... I'm not gonna pretend I know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Thank you. Let's go with the pog mouth. Let's go. We're pogging. That was so fucking simple. Are you kidding me? Let's try and do some color on it. I don't know how people choose color. I've said this before. Like, everything just looks weird to me when I choose it. I don't have the confidence to pick a color and live with it. This looks so stupid. How do they do it? I don't understand. Like, it just looks so off to me. Theirs is more orangey, I think. That doesn't even look right to me. I know I could just tool it. I'm trying not to do that because I feel like it'll be better to kind of learn for myself a bit. Call me crazy. But I think there's a bit of experience in learning, you know? Or a bit of learning in the experience, maybe. Okay, so what if I maybe take this white and just kind of lighten it a little bit so it's a little more uniform. Feel like it's a little more non-committal, but at the same time, it kind of helps alleviate the fact. What is this? What did I draw there? But it kind of helps alleviate the fact that I fucked up so much. Okay, so now we have like this more pinky color for the tongue. Kind of give it like a little bit of a thing there. Alright, she's pogging a little too hard, to be honest with you. I think the scale is off. What if we fuck it up even more? Or you can kind of tell exactly where I fucked that up, but you know what? She does look like she's pogging. Or he, I guess. Also, this is sick art. Oh, well, I lost it. Who the fuck's liking my tweets? What's going on over here? Why do we have 4 notifications? Um, who is this? Should I do it? Should I play Pakistan or South Asia? Oh, South Asia. Look at that. We knew it. So, I don't know why this dude's liking a fucking month old, 2 month old tweet. Whatever. Thanks, bro, I guess. Um, I tweeted sad, but you can never trust a demon or whatever. It had to do with like Nezuko and Frieren. So Nezuko is a demon from demon. What is it? Demon Slayer? Fuck, it's been so long. It's when was the last Demon Slayer season? I know it had that movie. But yeah, she's a demon from that, and Freeren's whole thing is killing demons. Like you can never trust a demon. Anyway. Oh boy. I don't know. This is weird because this is like the least amount of work I feel like I've ever done on one of these, but it also feels like the most amount of work at the same time. I just realized I was fucking muted. How long have I been muted for? Anyway, I was talking about how I think it would be good to keep maybe a copy of this like mouth or multiple mouths and like eyes and like draw heads around it as practice because I think that would be really good to improve like our consistency. I think we do decent head shapes. It's just like the perspective is usually way off because I can't like do eyes very well. I can't do a mouth very well. The nose always gets me. I feel like this is pretty decent because it's kind of like everything's kind of pointing that way, and then the head's like slightly that way. So like the eyes are looking that way, and it all kind of works. Um, but anyway, I was saying I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I'm so sorry I was fucking muted. God, I might be stupid. It keeps happening. It's weird. I feel like I don't do this very often. I feel like I do it all the time on the art streams. I don't do it as much on like the other streams. I guess maybe because I don't have to look to the side. I guess this is really my only tell for no audio. Thinking about it, because the mixer show is over there. This tells me I'm doing audio no matter what. So yeah, I guess that's it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off for the day or for the night or for what the fuck time is it? It's morning. Um, for now, I'll probably be back on later for Ark or Borderlands, whatever we play. But thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Have a fantastic day, night, afternoon, whatever it is for you. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching the VOD. If you watched the VOD, thanks for any help or any advice or, you know what, if you have any tips, please let me know. I appreciate them. And hopefully I will catch you in the next one. Bye.